We have a new installment this morning for you this morning of our new series. It's called A More Perfect Union. We're showing people coming together in the most unlikely of ways. Our goal is to highlight how Americans have more in common than recent headlines might suggest. Today, we introduce you to a teenager with an eye for the fundamentals of journalism. He's finding encouragement from his community. DeMarco Morgan met Geoffery Rogers in upstate New York to learn how he's fulfilling a dream to become a journalist. DeMarco, good morning.
Good morning, Gail. Oftentimes you hear of journalists and the police and city officials all at odds with each other. That's not the case in this story. Not only are city officials giving this 8th grader major access, but they are also adding a layer of protection, making a difficult job a little easier.
I get out of school. If I have any homework, I'll try to do it at least. And I go downstairs to my office in the basement. I listen to the scanner and follow up on any stories that I have. This is my little newsroom.
You got a newsroom in your home? Geoffery Rogers spends his time after school here, looking for answers in his hometown. When you show up to a fire, you show up to a scene, what's the first thing you do?
Well, I actually stand back because I don't want to get yelled at by officers and stuff. And I ask any people around, did they see anything, what happened? Chef, I point like giving you a breaking news. Now, a car crashed right here.
The 14-year-old Cub reporter who taught himself how to operate a camera and audio equipment created his own news broadcast, Geoffery Show Live, last year.
We have buses that is 20 minutes late. We have cars, streets, multiple accidents today.
When did you say, I want to become a reporter?
It was actually about 3 years ago when I seen a car crash right up there. I just seen like 3 news teams pull up. I started asking them questions and stuff. A year or 2 later, I got an iPhone, and that's where it just hit off. Can you explain to me what happened today?
Sure. We responded here about 2:37.
And are they ever intimidated by your hard questions? Do you ask hard questions or you go easy on them?
Sometimes they can't answer some of my questions. That's what makes me mad. But, I just keep going and I just go around the question trying to, be slick with it and just make sure I get that question.
Oh, so you already know how to be slick.
Yeah.
Like a real journalist, how to get it.
Yeah, I'm slick.
He was so into, covering his news beat that he knew when the new police shift is coming on for the day.
Michael Simonelli, Rochester's police chief, gave the 8th grader working media credentials.
He's really formed a bond with a number of the street officers in that neighborhood.
Because in this Canadian border city, Simonelli says people want to see their neighbors succeed, and police are there to help.
We're very impressed. I'm always looking for him out there, and we're really hoping that he pursues his passion, and we're going to do everything we can to help support that.
I am very proud, I am.
Geoffrey's mom, LaCarla Carter.
I just tell him, don't be out too late, and make sure, it's other people, other reporters and cops, around to protect you.
All these officers out here, they got my back. Officer Stan Kaminsky, he's a good officer. He helped me with everything. He helped me when I was getting bullied. Police say that this was a misunderstanding.
Turns out Geoffrey's curiosity about the police and the neighborhood he cares so much about left him open to bullying.
Other kids would be like, oh, he with the police? Let's beat him up, stuff like that.
So they didn't like you because you were befriending cops?
Yeah.
Tired of the bullying from his peers, Geoffrey took his concerns directly to City Hall.
About 2 years ago, he called me up and said, Mayor, I'm getting bullied in my neighborhood, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Lovely Warren is the city's mayor.
So he told me he wanted me to come over to his house, and he wanted to interview me because he was the youngest reporter. And I said, I have got to meet this kid.
I was not about to let these people hang up on me. Of course not. I want to accomplish something. Mayor Levy, can I ask you a quick question? I see her all the time now. It's so amazing how I got so close to somebody. It feel like I just met the president.
Here you have this young kid that was standing up for himself, and he's saying, listen, I know that government is supposed to serve me and help me.
How can we stop crime?
By asking questions, the team made the city's elected officials work for him. The chief says he and the mayor have a shared vision for building trust in their community.
We're trying to incorporate this culture into our police department where part of the working day when time permits for these officers to get out of their cars, anywhere where they can interact with people on a positive level.
2 hours a night, one day at a time. Geoffrey says he knows progress can be slow, and that means keeping his eyes and his camera focused firmly on the future.
I want to be something big. I want to be actually remembered in this world. Reporting live, TSL Show.
We need you at CBS, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
All righty.
Gotta love him.
DeMarco Morgan wannabe.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be like Geoffrey. He also told us that one of his goals is to be successful enough in his journalism career that he can buy his mom a nice house where he could set up a little office in the basement and live happily ever after. Now, I'm sure his mom would be excited about the house, but living in the basement, I think she wants him out probably.
Yeah, she would want him to get your own place, Geoffrey, but we're definitely cheering him on. What a great
what
story.
a cool guy.
And I love the chief and the mayor saying we want to do everything we can to support him.
Yeah, they're
Great.
definitely looking out for him. And this story was a little emotional for me at times because I could see myself in him. I didn't have all the whistles and the bikes and the scanners and stuff.
He's got a nice camera.
Yeah, nice camera. But he proves that nothing is impossible. And your career starts now, not when you graduate.
There you go.
You're so true. That's so true, DeMarco.
Thank you, DeMarco.
Geoffery Rogers, like him a lot.